Welcome to my YouTube channel again. I'm Kyle and welcome to Kyle Tech. So today's project, we are going to create a fruit game. To start off, let's delete the cat or the sprite cat. Then we go here and get our sprite. So the first one we will need we'll use a knife, but because we don't have a knife, we'll use the knight to get a knife. So you will get a knight, then we go to costume. Then we are going to get the knife from his hand and put it there. Then we select the whole knight like that. We highlight the whole knight and we delete the knight. Now we have a knife. Let me put the knife up like that. Then make the knife taller like that. Now we have a knife. Good. Then we are going to duplicate the knife into 3 parts. Duplicate. The first one up, the second one we are going to call it left, then the last one we are going to call it right, just like that. Then we click the L, we ensure the pointer for highlighter is selected, you highlight all of it, then make it face the left side just slightly like that. The same for the R, make it face the right side slightly just like that. There, we are done with the knives we'll use to tear out or cut the fruits. Then the next one, we are going to get a balloon. Then we change the size of the balloon to 50, just like that. Then the last ones are the fruits. We are going to have an apple there. And then we change the size of the apple to 50 also there. Then the other one, we are going to get less bananas. Then we also change the size of the banana to 50. Then the last one, we are going to get another fruit. Let's look for another fruit. Is there any other fruit we can use? Yeah, there must be an apple somewhere or a peach. Let's use strawberry. And you change the size of the strawberry also to 50. Then after that, let's go to the knife or the knight. Before we code it, let's have a backdrop. We are going to have 2 backdrops. I'm going to use the backdrop for stars. Then I'm going again to paint. Then I'm getting a new backdrop also. Party. I'm going to have stars and party. Then inside party, I'm going to write, I'm clicking T for text, changing the color to red. I'm clicking inside there, then writing the word game over. We'll use it to show the game is over, game over, just like that. Let me make it a bit bigger. Yeah, but the first one, we are going to start with that one. Now let's code the knight. Now, the codes for the knight are as follows. The first one will be when green flag is clicked. In events, go to events, pick when green flag is clicked. Again, go to control, pick forever. Now, forever is a loop so that our game can go on without an end. Then, because the game is starting, we are going to switch to costume knight, the first one, so that this one is the one that will be starting costume knight, because we have 3 costume knight, left and R. So costume knight is the first one. Then the second one, we are going to help it to follow the mouse pointer. So we are going to sensing, then touching in motion, go to motion, then here go to random position. We are going to go to mouse pointer, so that when you press the green flag, is following the mouse pointer to slash the fruits. So that is the first idea. So let's stop it and move it down there. Then the next one, we are going to pick if then a conditional block. If this happened, then that happened. So go to events and pick if then a conditional block. This is a condition. If this happens, then that happened. I use this example. If I slap you, then cry. So you can't cry if you are not slapped. So it's a conditional block. So let's go to operator. See, the condition we want is that when this knife touches the fruits, it will slash them. It will slash them. That is what we want. So the condition is, if go to operators, if we use that one, touching, if touching, the first one is, put it there. If touching, we have apple. If touching apple, or go again to operators, we need more because they are more. If touching apple, go to sensing. If touching apple or touching banana, or touching banana, or again, or touching, the last one is strawberry. So these three, if it touches either apple, banana, or strawberry, what is supposed to happen? That is the condition. When it touches them, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to switch the costume. So go to looks and pick switch costume to R, then go to control, pick wait some second. We are going to use 0.10 seconds. Then you do the same thing. You go to looks, pick switch costume to now this time L, and again control, wait 0.10 seconds, 0.10 seconds, like that. Then you press the green flag. There you see it can move left and right to give that look of, or animation like it's slashing, moving left and right to slash. That is the first step. Now let's go to the next step, because we want our game to have some sound. So we want our game to have some sound we can use. So we are going to sound, and clicking here to look for sound. We are going to look for high whoosh, this one there. Then go to code, then go to sound and pick play sound high whoosh there, which means that anytime the knife or the knight touches any of the fruits, you'll hear some sound. Yeah, just like that. You'll hear some sound being produced. There. So now let's code the others. We are going to code, the next thing we are going to code is we need to create two things we need for our game. So go to variable, then make a variable. We are going to create a variable called speed, and also we are going to make another variable called score, because you need the scores in our game. So speed, you might put it there, then score, we will put it there. Speed and score. Okay, now let's go to the first fruits. Remember, all the fruits will contain the same codes, so we'll just need to code one fruits and transfer them to all the other codes, or all the other block sprites, all the other sprites. So let's start with apple. So the first code we are going to use is we need to work on the speed and the score. So first thing, let's work on the speed. So when green flag is clicked, what should happen? Forever. Again, when green flag is clicked, we are going to variable, and we are going to set speed to -5. Then inside forever, we are going to change speed by -0.2. And then we are going to control and pick wait some seconds. So the only second we'll wait is maybe 5 seconds, so that the speed can increase with a speed of 5 seconds. The next thing is, let's add the codes for the fruit, so that it can fall from the top going down. So the first one will be, if in events when green flag is clicked, there, in events when green flag is clicked. Then the second one we are going to put is show. So go to looks and put show there. Then the next one is we are going to set the score to always be 0 when you start the game. So go to variable and pick set score to 0. Then the next thing is that we are going to motion, so that we can put the fruits can fall from either here or here or here or here, anywhere randomly. So we are going to set go to motion and pick, go to X, that one, go to X, Y, then operators, pick random and put it in the first one. So go to X, negative 220, and Y 220, no, to 220, then Y is 170, just like that, so that it can fall from anywhere at the top. Then go to control and pick forever. Go to control, pick forever, so that the game can go on without an end. Then inside forever, we are going to change Y by speed. So go to control, motion, and pick, change Y by the one written 10, then go to variable and pick speed, so that it can change by the speed. So the more the speed is increasing, the faster the fruit will be falling. So the next one is the condition. What happens if it touches this knife or knight is we are going to control and pick if then else. Remember, it's a condition. Again, if touching, in sensing, if touching the knight or the knife, then what is supposed to happen? The first thing is that we are going to change our score. So go to variable and put change score by 1. That is the first thing. Then we are going to hide the next thing, so that you know you have made contact. It's going to hide. So go to looks and put hide. Then we are going to wait some seconds. So go to control, put wait 0. Let's just put 0.10 seconds, or just use 0.2 seconds, whichever you want. 0.2 seconds. Then it's going to do the same thing. This one here, the same thing. So go to motion, go to X there, because we want it to appear in a different place. Go to operators, pick random, the same thing. Negative 220, then 220, and Y is 170 there. Y is 170 that way. Then the next one will be we need it to show, because we put hide here. We go to looks and we put show down there, that way. Then the next one will be another condition, because right now if you press the green flag, it's falling. When it gets down there, it doesn't go, as you can see, and then it can, unless you touch it, is when it appears. But on its own, what we want is that when it reaches down there like that, we want it to appear at the top again, so it can fall again. So for that, we are going to do another condition. So pick another condition, if then inside the condition we are going to put less than. So operators, these ones for less than. So if, because going up and down is Y, if Y position, if the Y position is less than, down here as you can see it's 180 right now when it's there, so we are going to do negative 170. If Y position is less than negative 170, then we want it to appear again at the top. So we do the same thing, these ones here. So we go to motion, go to X inside there, we go to operators, pick random there, negative 220, the same thing, negative 220 to 220, and Y is 170, that way. And right now, as you can see, it's falling, and when it gets down, it appears again at the top, that way. Now the last thing is that we need all these blocks to be the same for all the fruits that are there. So you just grab it like that, you grab it and you move it to banana or the other fruits like that, and now banana has those fruits, you don't have to do it again. Then you do the same for the strawberry, you grab it and you move it to the strawberry, they will share the same fruits, the same codes like that. Now the strawberry, apple, banana and strawberry have it. So when you press the green flag, all of them are falling at different things, and your work is just slash them, and the more you are slashing, your score is increasing, as you can see, and the speed is also increasing. That is it for now. It's working. Let's stop it, and when you press the green flag, the score goes to 0. So good. Now let's put the codes for the balloon, so that when you touch a balloon, the game ends. That is what we want. Anytime you touch a balloon, the game should end. So your work is to avoid the balloons. Now the balloons we will have when green flag is clicked, so go to events. When green flag is clicked, then hide. It's similar to the codes of the others. So hide, we are going to set variable set. Though set score to 0 is already there, we don't need it. Then we are going to put because set score to 0 is already here, so we are going to put we are going to change it to go to a random place because it's falling, so it's the same thing. So go to motion and pick, go to X, that one again, operators, pick random, the same thing, negative 220 here to 220, then Y is 170, same thing. Remember, it's similar because we want it also to fall from the top going down. Then the next one is forever, the same thing, forever. Then the other one is motion. In motion, you are going to change Y because we want it is the same thing. Change Y by variable, by speed, the same thing. Then after that, we are going to put a condition, if then. So the condition, you go to control, pick the condition, if then. If in operators, if, because we want to do the same thing, it's just the same code, we want them to repeat. If Y position, so go to motion, if Y position, where is it? If Y position is less than negative 170, remember these are just the same codes we had put there, negative 170, then which means if the balloon goes up to here, it's supposed to appear up there. So we are just doing the same thing. Then we are going to put this one up there. So I'm going to duplicate to be fast because it's just the same thing. I've just duplicated, put it there. It's just the same thing because we want it to appear from up and down. Then the next one we are going to put is next costume. Go to looks, put next costume so that you cannot, they can look as like different balloons. Now what happens, another condition now, we want when it touches your knife, this one here, if it touches this knife here, the game is supposed to end. So you are supposed to avoid that. So to put that condition, we are going to put that condition now. If then, so for now we want to put so that we ensure that when the balloon touches the knife or the knight, it's going to stop the game. So we are going to sensing and putting touching knight. Then we are going to looks and switch backdrop to party. Party is the one that had game over. Remember, in our backdrop we have stars and party. Stars will start. Now we click backdrop, then do events. When green flag is clicked, then looks, switch backdrop to stars so that the backdrop can start as a star, and then switch back to balloon. So let's start and see. There you are able to cut the fruits and the score is increasing. When you touch the balloon here, the eye, wait, there it disappears and the game starts. Now for the balloon, let's start again. For the balloon, we need it to, because of this hide here, that's why it's not appearing. This one should not be hide, should be show. We want it to show. There, when you touch it, it says game over. When it says game over, it should stop everything. So go to events, no, control and pick stop all. There. With that, now we are able to play the game. The fruits, you get a score. When you touch a balloon, the game ends like that. To make it more difficult, point at the balloon, right click, then duplicate, so that you can have different balloons at different times. Now there are more balloons that will appear at different places that you should be able to avoid as you touch your game. When you touch it, the game ends that way. Now that is the whole game. Don't forget to subscribe.